Hey there, class. In this video, I just wanted to give you a short overview of our module this week. This week, we're going to be talking about graphing and summarizing data. Always start off, check out the assigned readings for the week. You can see I've listed in here, everyone read the graphing and summarizing data PowerPoint. I've also made a video walkthrough of it. Be sure you check out the practice assignments and also the linked videos and SPSS resources. This module will sort of follow along with these three chapters in the Graviter and Wall book. We'll talk about frequency distributions, measures of central tendency, and measures of variability. And it also follows along with these two chapters in the Lane's online stat book. So whichever one you're using, you can follow along with readings there. Be sure you check out the graphing and summarizing data PowerPoint. If you download the PowerPoint and you open it in there, there's some extra information in the notes. I also made a YouTube video here of me actually walking through the PowerPoint. It's sort of a long video because it's a long PowerPoint, but I just kind of skimmed through and really hit the high points for you in the video. There's also some additional information, the standard deviation versus the interquartile range. When should I use each one? I thought this was a really cool article, pretty recent, from Significance Magazine on graphical interpretations of data. I try to include learning objectives for each module, so you can review those in here too. Kind of gives you things. This is what I'm really wanting you to know from this module. So if you know what a percentile is, you're able to use SPS to run a frequency table. You can do all this stuff. That's really what I want you to get out of this module. I've also have some other really cool information just on graphing data in particular. This Evergreen and Emory document on visualizing data is a nice little checklist you can go through. It tells you some good do's and don'ts about graphing data. I really like this chart guide here. I actually have in my office, I have this like posted on a bulletin board, and it gives you cool recommendations. Where I'm comparing two groups, what chart would be appropriate. You can see when you're comparing categories. You could use a bar chart, a group bar chart. Show development over time. It gives you trend lines, dot lines, and it even gives you things to sort of avoid when making charts. So I just think it's a cool little guide that you can have for future reference. Remember, I usually err on the side of giving you too much information, but that's just so that you have everything. If you feel like I really understand what's going on in graphing data, you don't have to read through all of these resources I'm providing you. Same thing here. I try to provide you just information, some other helpful videos that I found online that I thought you would like. Here's one on descriptive statistics, one on mean, median, and mode. So if you want to, someone else talking through some of those, some more videos on like standard deviation, range, the interquartile range, you can look through those over here. I've also given you some helpful like SPSS guides. Here's a video walkthrough of me actually going through, and I don't know why I didn't open these for you automatically, but here's a video walkthrough of me. I actually used the practice data set here, and I'm walking through here, how do you run frequencies, how do you graph data, how do you run some descriptive statistics, so you can watch me do that here. Here's some annotated files where I've, you want to open a data set in SPSS. You open SPSS, you click on File, Open Data. File, Open Data. You can also double click on the data set and it should open in SPSS by default. You can there's, how do you run the frequency command? And I try to do this for all the SPSS commands. I try to give you a a nice handout where I go through, click on Analyze Descriptives, Frequencies, and then what it's going to look like. Your weight variable listed here. You click on this button, bring it over, you click Statistics. It'll give you different stuff. What do all these different options you can check mean? I try to walk through that in here. And I also walk through it in the video that's linked on there. And then I'll go through, here's the output that SPSS will give, and I try to indicate what does all this stuff mean. So you can look through my notes. So here's what the SPSS output is. Here's what it looks like. This output, I think I was using like SPSS 23 or something. So if you're using 25, the output looks a little bit different, but all the information is the same. I think they don't use these big black bolded tables anymore, but the outputs basically are the same. Same this, it might look slightly different, but it's if you can't figure it out, email me, let me know, help me point out what it is so I can change it for future classes too. Do the same thing with the descriptive command, with the explore command. Let's see, analyze, descriptive statistics, explore, and then you kind of can go through. I think this is actually one I must have found because I don't usually do these little boxes. But here's where I've, sort of tried to annotate what was going on. Be sure to check out this practice assignment. So this practice assignment will be exactly like the data analysis assignment. The only thing that's different is the research scenarios have changed. So this is for you to practice. The directions should be the exact same as the assignment. The only thing that's different are these scenarios are different in the assignment. So you can practice this. You can see the practice data set is right here. It's an SPSS data set. You click on it and it'll, you'll tell it to download the practice data set. And then I provided an answer key so you can see how I would have answered this. This is what I'm looking for. I recommend trying it out yourself first and then checking it with my answer key here. Same thing, so the data analysis assignment you'll see on Canvas is very similar to this practice assignment. You have a quiz. So every module we're going to have a data analysis assignment and a quiz. Remember, you can take the quiz more than one time, up to 3 times. And then this section also includes a discussion, which I'll get to in a minute. Let me show you the data analysis assignment. You can see, look, the instructions are the same. The only thing that's changed were the scenarios there. Also, I want to, this one we have a discussion post assignment. And on this one, we're really going to focus on graphing data. Basically, what I've done is I've given you a really bad graphic here, and I want you to make what's a better way that we can represent these data? And I want you to post that to the message board so we can see everybody's post. I think I have it set where you won't be able to see anybody else's post until you post. And then you can see other people. So you can look at how others, it's a really cool activity, and we can see how other people approach the same thing to present the data, kind of in a very similar way. You can use any kind of graphing software you want. I just do it in Excel. But if you want to get fancy and use Tableau or something, that's fine. But see if you can do so. And here's how we can upload. I use a little video here, how to upload an image to Canvas discussion. So you can check that out too. That's the overview for this module. As always, if you have questions or any concerns, please email me. I'm here to help. Thank you.